Hello, I'm Andy, and here is a program called A Star is Born, born on the 5th of January, and that's you, the star, listening to me. Before I begin, give me 1 minute of your time. Here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and especially reading your palms. Your palms are very special. They belong to the energies of the soul, the third eye, and the aura. This is the magic inside you. I'll show you when this can be used as early as possible. We normally get it too late in our lives to be activated in our late 50s, 60s, and 70s, but it can be done earlier. I'll show you how. All the energies that we have, the lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, the lucky directions, all that can be used to make us very beneficial of good luck. And I'll talk to you about your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. We'll do that quickly to show the platform that waits for you. We'll talk more of this later. So, born on the 5th of January, in the period of Capricorn, this is a very lucky day to be born. You learn things fast and you do things fast and you are able to get results very fast. So, that's what's the wonderfulness of you. And you also have talents, especially where land is concerned. You could do very well in the real estate business because you will have that conversation with clients. You'll be able to sway them to your way of thinking. Anything to do with the land, whether buying and selling land for people or buildings, whether it's buying or selling houses or buildings for people. And you could go into the marketing of building products. You could be a contractor, so anything to do with the land seems to be very, very lucky for you. And growing vegetables, using the land to grow vegetables or fruits and flowers, that's something that will go very well for you. You have a green thumb, which means that when you touch land, it benefits you. So look at that as a job, as a career, as a business. You'll do very well with engines. Engines that can do farming, for example, the motor cars, the motorcycles, engines of any kind. You have the planet Mars that rules things of metal and engines. And buying and selling them or being an engineer would be perfect for you. You have a wonderful Uranus, making you very much clever with the information technology. So going into the business of IT and getting to know the functions of IT in our lives, which is making such powerful moves in our lives. And I'll show you how. The other, whether it's in the area of hardware or software, you can be able to use information technology to exactly what you want to get. So, whatever profession you have, a lawyer, doctor, an architect, an engineer, dentist, whatever, let IT be the base as well, because you'll be very clever using that. And as I said earlier, the speech, the actions in you are very fast and quick. And the facts and figures you will use, you're very logical in many ways. So, you're quite scientific as well. So using speech and action and all ways of communication will definitely do very well for you. And you're born very creative, born on the 5th of January, creative in making money firstly, and creative in anything to do. Even the businesses of law and medicine, where creativity is not much used, and most science is used. You will be the creative one because you'll have the special touch of Venus. And of course, Venus rules all things of creativity, the fashion industry, the landscaping industry, and also anything to do with beautifying the home or beautifying people in the fashion or beauty trade. So there's a lot you can do. So why is it? What's holding you back? It's because there are some planets who have given you inferiority complexes. And because of that, you feel inferior. And because of that, you want to take shortcuts and do things quicker than other people. And because of that, you'll make many, many mistakes. So find out where you feel inferior. Is it the physical side of you, the mental side of you, or the emotional side of you that makes you want to do more than necessary? And that's a problem. Many of your emotional planets can easily be very upset. So you're a person oversensitive to any criticism, oversensitive to failure in job, business, and oversensitive to losing out in the romance or love areas. Well, you're born that way. How do you strengthen it? You strengthen it by finding out how to increase your self confidence. And when you see me for a 90-minute session, that's exactly what I will teach you. And also to get plenty of good energies through your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions. All this will help you to get that side of you which is weak to be stronger and stronger. You have a planet that says you tend to be very secretive. Sometimes it can be due to emotional areas where you'll be secretive. Sometimes it's money affairs, you'll be secretive. These are not good planets. So avoid the secretiveness and be open with whatever you do. And lastly, the planet of ego. Everybody has an ego, but yours is a little bit over the top. When somebody touches a raw nerve about your inferiority complexes or intimidates you, then your ego will attack. But that's not good because it lessens your energy of self-confidence. It will lessen your tolerance and lessen your teamwork. So that's how it will become bad. You have many strengths and many weaknesses like everybody. Now, regarding compatibility, you can be a compatible person because you are actually a very compassionate person. But because your over competitiveness, it makes you be very challenging. And people may see you sometimes as very direct in what to say and what you do, and very rude as well. But what you're being actually is to be very, very direct and to get to the point because the logical planets in you are the good planets. So be logical as much as you can. We have positive cycles, we have negative cycles in our life. So I'm going to give you an example of how that works. Born on the 5th of January, your positive cycles will be, for example, your ages of 23, 32, 41, 50, 59, 68, 77, or even 96 years old. You'll see as you approach these ages, you'll get luckier and luckier. And as you enter these ages, you'll find that there's supreme luck waiting for you. The rewards are there. You'll have many of these cycles. So when you see me for a 90-minute cycle, I'll show you the cycles for the next 9 years, which are good. And what about bad cycles? They will come as well. For example, your bad cycles, your age of 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66, 75, 84 or 93 years old. As you approach these ages, everything goes haywire. You lose control, there's failure. And as you get into these ages, everything falls apart. Can we avoid these cycles? We can't. But when you see me for a 90-minute session, I make you aware of them. So you're prepared and you can control their strength and lessen them. You are a very mental person. The mind is very active. So you're most of the time, born on the 5th of January, very mental. The quickness of it, you may sometimes make mistakes because you take shortcuts. So try not to take shortcuts. You have a character apart from being very speedy on how you think and talk and do. You'll also be a person who can sit back and think of philosophy because you have a very good planet Saturn. So there's a compassionate side of you as well, not only a financial side of you. You don't make partnerships easily, by the way, because you cannot tolerate people who are slow. But you have to learn that not everybody is born as fast as you. You have such a fast Mercury and Uranus that you are in some ways a genius of some kind to learn things so quickly. And mathematically, you can find solutions so wonderfully. That's a great asset for business. So all these are going to your favor. This 90-minute session I talked to you about, that will be very important for your next 9 years. It'll be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. What we are doing now, all I know is the 5th of January, and yet I can tell you all these things. Regarding your health, although all I know is 5th of January, your stomach is going to become very, very gastric. It's a time bomb. And your lower spine is going to really be murder, painful. So you have to be very careful of injuries in sport or accidents of kind. Well, I'll go very deep into your health area when I meet you one day. And with all that information, you'll be ready for your next 9 years to make them your best years as well. You're a very hands-on person. You don't like books so much, but you could be a professional like an accountant anyway. This hands-on means you learn experience through doing things, which is a wonderful trait. Well, I look forward to one day seeing you for your 90-minute session. And during this 90 minutes, as I said, I will show you a lot. If you like to play lotteries, and you will, born on the 5th of January, love financial speculation, lotteries, the stock market, and making money quickly. I'll show you how to get that under your control in this 90-minute session. And I'll show you as well your health areas in detail and your love life. I'll show you how to improve it because that needs improvement. You always put job, money, business before family. I'll show you how to make that improved as well. So there's a lot to be taught to you. So much to be taught to you that you will turn out to be a wonderful perfectionist. That's what you want to be. But increase your tolerance more, increase your teamwork more, and you will enjoy your life with people much more. You could be a great sportsman because even on playing football or cricket or tennis or whatever, your mind is very systematic. Your movements are very fast. So this, if brought under control, can be the perfect thing for a human being to enjoy. Well, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years. The cost is only USD $50. And we'll get down to having this perfected, meaning that we'll get down to have this session. And best of all, you don't have to wait for your old age to be getting your soul, the third eye activated. I will do that for you much, much earlier. In a couple of months from the time you see me, step by step by step, your third eye, your aura, and the soul will be activated for you. You will learn how to do this because you're a very special person born, a person who makes money. And also, in all terms of business action, you'll always be in the front because you're the fastest. But I wish you good luck and look forward to hearing from you. Please remember that the 90-minute session will only cost USD $50. Thank you. Goodbye.